like, this is new for me. I'm being uncomfortable. hmm Welcome to another episode of Black Businesses Matter. Okay, guys, today is my birthday, and I decided to do a birthday show talking about going Black for the holidays. Now, in the history of hosting this podcast, I've never done a birthday show. But the reason why I wanted to do it is because I personally get to do what I love to do. And this is celebrating all of the amazing Black business owners, inventors, creators, thought leaders, and some of which have been on our show. And so that tells me after 100, like 100 plus episodes, many of those businesses are here. Many of those businesses are still here, right? Some of those businesses are struggling. Some businesses, have started another business. So it's important to bring some of those business owners back and see where they are. So, guys, you're in for a treat with Going Black. The one thing that I want to talk about before I bring in this special business owner on this special episode is that Black Businesses Matter was created because, as a whole, Black businesses are the largest employers of Black business, right? They are the largest employers, of Black people. And so, what we have to recognize is when you see yourself, you believe you can do it. And it's important that you look at Black business owners as thought leaders, as impact leaders, as trailblazers. Because when I had my first job, I worked at a daycare center, it was Loop Learning Center in our building of where we grew up. She was a Black woman. Her husband, both of them ran the business. So I saw her husband. So I saw collaboration. And then on top of that, they also helped me advance my career. So they supported me. They gave me money to go to college. So what did that do for me? That gave me a vision to be able to say that I too can have my own business. And so it's important that we hire within our communities. I'm going to also give you all a stat. The stat from, it was several years ago, most businesses, and I'll say this most, I'm not gonna say this, but about 20 years ago, your first job was within 5 miles from your house. Within. Today, people are traveling 25, 30 miles to go to a job. But the importance of that was to build community. Is that when you are within that 5 mile radius, you were able to build a relationship with that business. And so that's what we're building, is building relationships. And it's important when we look at brick and mortars, when we look at professional services, that they are building relationships where we get to be able to be a part of that. And so this episode will be a special episode. It'll be that episode that I hope that when you join with your families for the holidays, that you're able to join with them and to be able to share with them how you are becoming intentional with your Black businesses. And so sharing this episode is so critical to the impact that we get to make. It's been a rough year, guys, all over this world. But we have an opportunity in 2026 to shift, to pivot, and to support, and to invest. And so one of our business owners, so many of, my team, and it's my birthday, so I'm getting a lot of phone calls, y'all, so forgive me, which I love it. And it's actually my daddy. But daddy's going to have to hold off a second. This celebration is about a call to action. And a call to action says, when it is your birthday, people give you gifts. And I'm grateful for gifts. I'm grateful for people that send me messages, text me, call me, send me a card, bring me a gift. That's a call to action to make you feel lifted and empowered. And so in this show, it's going to be very important that we're going to have a call to action. And I'm going to need you guys, or me, to support the business owners that have been on this show, that have shared their stories. And I am asking you on my birthday to be able to sort. You don't have to do anything for me. I want you to support this community. Black Businesses Matter is a community. We've created a family that we have been able to support businesses. We've been able to tell their stories. As someone who worked in PR, as someone who worked in broadcast, the importance is, when will our stories get told? And we have created this podcast for you to be able to share and hear these stories. So I'm asking you to pull out your phones, pull out your journals, however you keep up with notes, and that you take down the information that we're about to say, we're about to share. But the other thing that I want you to do is think about how you're going to impact my birthday. And it's not about me. That's the part that I'm excited about. So I have a guest in here with me, and this is our new studio. So shout out to our audio engineer, Delvin Randall, who just never ceased to amaze me, because every time we say level up, he is all on board with taking us to the next level. So if you are listening and this is your first time and you're not able to see the video, that's okay too, because we appreciate you for being able to listen to. But if you are seeing us on video, know that this is the evolution of us. We have been at this for about 4 years now. And so we are growing. And with growth comes a little bit of pain. With growth comes a little bit of, it's a few tears every now and again too. And so rock with us, roll with us, celebrate with us. And so I'm going to take this pause and invite you to be able to hear from one of our former guests. She is back, not because we feel like, she's not important to be back, but she's back with a call to action that we all need to listen to. We've heard Target, we've heard all of these brands who eliminated D&I. Let me say this, whether you support D&I or whether you don't, I really don't care. What I do care is that you support inclusion, because inclusion, we need all people to be valued. We need all people to be celebrated. We need all people to be supported. So that's my most important thing. And understand that diversity also does not mean color. It also means lived in experiences. It means different age backgrounds. All of those things matter. So that's what we care about. And so our guest, which is one of our former BBM guests, she is back to really tell us what she's up to and why we need her support. So guys, I need you guys online, listening all over the world, whether you're on video, whether you are on, you're just listening in, you're not able to see us. I need you to feel your heart, hug yourself, and just lean in and join in with our former BBM guest, Nikki Bravo of Momentum Coffee. Are y'all ready? Yes! So Nikki, we're going to get right to it.
Okay.
We're going to get right to it, because if you want to learn about Nikki, go learn about her episode. Go find her. She has a beautiful episode on how and why they built Momentum Coffee. So just to give you guys context, Momentum Coffee is in Chicago. They now have 4 locations all over the city of Chicago and surrounding areas. Their number 1 coffee shop is at Millennium Park, guys. That is where the bean is. So for those of us that travel to Chicago, you need to stop there. For those of us who make a point to take our children downtown to see the beautiful lights at Macy's or wherever, stop in and go to Momentum Coffee. So I want to make sure that you all get under your belt. They're in other communities, and she's going to share where they are. But we know that downtown is still a destination. Chicago is still the destination to get all things food, culture, all of that. And selfies, right? Because it is about the selfies. And so understanding that Momentum Coffee is where in Millennium Park?
So we are at 11 North Michigan.
Okay.
Right. So Momentum Coffee, Millennium Park is at 11 North Michigan, right under the bean, right. And during this season, we're right by where the skating rink is. Yeah, I know, right? So you come and get your hot chocolate.
Come and get hot chocolate.
Our signature hot chocolate.
What's the signature hot chocolate? What's it made of?
Well, it's some good hot chocolate, and it comes with whipped cream, or you can get peppermint hot chocolate.
Okay.
And we do the peppermint candy on top. I know. Give you a little crunch.
I don't know about y'all because it's real cold in Chicago, so we need hot chocolate right now. So tell me what you're up to and why you need for everyone to support what you guys are doing.
Okay.
Let's get to it.
So the you guys, right?
Yep.
So it's me, Nikki Bravo, and my husband, Tracy Powell, right?
Yes.
So it's us that have working together to build Momentum Coffee. Momentum Coffee is rooted in community and powered by coffee.
Okay.
So that community part is very important.
It is.
Right? And so what we're up to right now is we made 5 years.
Amen.
I know, right?
And you've been on the BM, and you've been on Black Businesses Matter.
Right. Because all of those things help us to continue to grow.
Yes.
And so we're at another pivotal point in our growth as a small business, and we are crowdfunding.
Yes. Crowdfunding. I want you guys to understand this business is crowdfunding, and they need our support. And tell people what is crowdfunding, because some folks don't know what crowdfunding is.
So this type of crowdfunding that we are doing is through a honeycomb credit. So this is not your GoFundMe crowdfunding, right?
Yes.
This is for people that want to invest in Momentum Coffee. So Tracy and I chose this platform because we really wanted it to be a win-win.
Okay.
Too often, small businesses are in communities and then they disappear. People don't know why.
That's so true, Nikki.
And they say, what do they say? Oh, I wish I had known. What could I have done? What was happening, right?
Yeah, that part.
Whether they close or move out of those communities. So we go into an area where there weren't businesses. What happens? All of a sudden there's businesses. What happens is that rent goes up. What happens is that the cost of staff goes up, right? All of those things are happening, and it's a strain on our small businesses, right? And so to be able to address those types of things, we're saying, hey, we've seen this. We opened 5 years ago. We know what was happening back then. We know that it's time for us to raise money. So crowdfunding really is about raising money. That's what companies do. That's what companies do when they want to grow. So for us, our growth is really stabilizing in our location. Right? So that's one. We want to stay where we built. This is at our State Street location, our flagship at 2119 South State Street.
Got it.
Like our spot at Millennium Park, we get visitors from McCormick Place at State Street as well. So it's a nice location, and we get to see lots of different folks, and we hire lots of people at that location. So the next part for us is to grow, right? To continue to hire people, keep dollars in our communities, and we started roasting our own beans. I don't know if I told you that from the last time we met.
So y'all are roasting them. Wow.
Yes. So we want to build out our home. Watch out for sure. We want to be able to roast our own beans and go into do more retail bags and do some wholesaling for other small businesses.
I love it.
Right? Because one of the things that we talk about when we talk about rooted in community, it's not just the physical community. It's our small business community. Right?
I love it.
Right? Those are the things that are super important to us. And we want to be able to continue to do it. Right? So thus the crowdfunding campaign, which allows for unaccredited investors, everyday people, our customers, people that know us, to turn their support into an investment.
Nice.
Right? And with that investment, they can, get a return. And so they go to, what is our ask, right? We'd ask them to go to the site, look at our offering, and sign up and invest, right?
Where can they do that?
Okay, so it's going to be, right, I should know the link. So it's if you search Honeycomb Credit Momentum Coffee, it's going to come up. It's on our site, Honeycomb Credit Momentum Coffee.
Got it. Honeycomb Credit.
We have posted the link, Larbetta, lots on our Instagram, which is Momentum Coffee Chicago. You can find it there. You can also find it at on Facebook. We have Momentum Coffee and Co-working. We post the link there. And like I said, it's on our site as well, momentumcoffee.org, not .com, .org. And they can go there. It takes about 5 minutes. Right? And it's a big impact.
And what's the minimum ask?
So the minimum is going to be $100, right? You're going to see $100. It's going to show you on there exactly what the offering is. It's going to have the disclaimers because it is an investment, right? That says you can make money or not, right? But what you're looking at, and what you're looking at is, does a place like Momentum Coffee matter? Do we want to have small businesses like Momentum Coffee in our neighborhoods? Do we want to have the places that, I'll say it, right? Because we're getting to it. The places that work with folks that have been marginalized and give them the 1, 2, 3, 4 chance that they're not going to get at the other location.
Absolutely right.
Because they're not going to get it. They would have been fired. And then you know how I know? Because they come to us and they say to my husband, Mr. Tracy, I know I would have been fired if I worked someplace else.
That's good that they acknowledge.
Right, yes. And there's some acknowledgement. And why? Because it does matter to us that we're providing opportunities to people that wouldn't normally get it.
That's good.
Why do places like Momentum Coffee matter? It matters because something you said earlier, that young people need to see themselves.
They need to.
They need to see that this is possible, right? They need to see that, it's hard, and we're doing it anyway.
Correct.
They need to see sometimes we have a little fear and we're going to do it anyway.
Absolutely.
They're going to see that, hey, beyond the highlights on the Instagram reel, right? That they're coming out to their community and saying, we want to do this together. We want to do this with you and we need your help.
I love it. Hey, I just, for me, so I want to ask these specific questions. And because we said this is a call to action show. How many employees do you have on payroll?
So we have 12 currently.
Okay.
And in the summer we go to 25.
Got it.
Yep.
So I want to just paint the picture to you guys. There are 12 people that are counting on you. 12 people that are counting on you, that have families. That want to buy a home someday. That want to open up a business someday, that need Momentum Coffee to remain open and impactful and effective. And so I need for you guys to be able to support this business, share it with friends, share it with family, be intentional. The other thing that I want to say, it takes a lot of courage to ask. And so the fact that you are asking is also a place of vulnerability.
It is.
Right? It's a stretch.
It's harder than what I thought it would be.
I know.
It's like, okay, we got to ask this person. We got to ask again. So no, I thank you for saying that because I think it is harder than what I thought it would be.
It is.
Right? Because right now we have 52 investors. I was like, I know more than 52 people think Momentum Coffee is important to be there, right? And evidenced by, the folks that are coming in and the collaborations and the things that we've done.
Guys, she's at 25,000. She needs 50,000. I know we can do this for her. I know that we can support this business that has 12 employees, that when we think about job layoffs, we think about all the things that are happening. And when it comes to small businesses, you really don't hear that story, right? You don't hear the story when you come in there. I'm grateful for Momentum. I can drop my child off and still make it to a job and still be able to participate. Those are real stories. And you get to be able to not only be a part of it, but be able for them to see it and to see your grit, your hustle, your vulnerability. There is power in that. And so let me say this to you all. Pull out those, credit cards, e-checks, whatever you got to do, cash those things in, submit it to Momentum Coffee, honeycomb.com, and then find Momentum Coffee. Here's the thing. While they are crowdfunding, you can also support their You can go into the coffee shop, get your favorite coffee, tea, pastry, you name it. They have it. You could take a friend, you can bring a friend, like all the things that coffee shops bring, they are available to it. So listen to me. I'm asking you for my birthday, please, it would mean the world to me if you can support this business. So as we close on this part, 2 things I want you to do. Share Momentum Coffee again. What are the locations where people can go? We obviously know that the top producing one is in Millennium Park. So obviously that's a touristy one, but please share the other locations.
Absolutely. I got to say one thing. I have to say happy birthday. And as a fellow December birthday, I'm December 29th.
Oh my gosh. Yes. So you guys need to do this for her birthday too. Come on now. Come on. So that means you do one and then you do one in honor of Nikki. That's how you do that. One for Larmetta Lofton and then one for Nikki. Come on through.
Exactly. So again, Nikki Bravo, Momentum Coffee. We are at 2119 South State Street in South Loop.
Yes.
We are at 11 North Michigan in downtown. We are on the west side in the Garfield Park Conservatory. We have a cart, and that's 300 North Central Park. And we're also in the Build Chicago Youth and Community Center at 5100 West Harrison. And so we're inside that building, but it's open to the public. Okay. And so it's important for us, again, to be in those areas in the city. And this really is about people getting an opportunity to participate and invest in a company, in a business that invests in its community. Yes. This is what we're doing. We're looking for more people to be a part of it. So that we continue to keep going. And if someone thinks for a second that their amount is not significant, it is. Because Larvetta, it's much about the amount as the number of people. The number of people is a demonstration about what matters to us. And so if it matters, you take the step. If you want it there, right, you take the step and you take the time. Yeah. Right? And those are the opportunities when we want to do it before it's dire, before, right, they're gone and you're trying to save it. We want to be able to continue to grow, continue to provide opportunities in our communities, continue to provide opportunities from young people to the retirees that we hire, right? And everyone in between. And let me not forget, like you said, bring great coffee, tea, pastries, and sandwiches, quality to the neighborhoods because people deserve it.
And she's got 7 days to reach this number, guys. Yes. She's got 7 days. Let's get them to the finish line. Let's protect 12 people's jobs.
Yes.
Please just sit on that. What you have is you have our support. She sent me an inbox just so you all know. And what did I say?
You say
yes.
Yes. Yes. The answer was yes.
I didn't. It was yes. Yes. So but I ain't done what I was supposed to do. So I'm doing mine. I told her that I am 100%. I said, come to the show. And I'm also supporting because I want to push and help. This is my friend, my sister. And let me say this, a fellow business owner that I respect and admire and love. And I want to see her win. So join me in helping Momentum Coffee get to $50,000. And I know we can get there with your support. Okay, guys? So as Nikki runs off to get more people to sign up, because that's what she's on a mission.
What she's on.
I'm also bringing another business owner that needs our support. But just hold tight, guys. Hold tight. We're going to make a quick transition. I'll be right back. We turned this light off. Perfect. Ready? Yeah. Woo! What's up, Kim?
Hey, Lavetta, how are you?
Hold on 1 second, Kim. Oh, there you go. Can you hear me?
Yes. How are you doing?
I'm doing fabulous, honey. It's my birthday, baby. I feel
Happy
great.
birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We are ready. We're going to roll right on in here. We're going to come with it. I got my product the other day. I got my product.
Did you? Wonderful.
I did.
Wonderful,
so.
wonderful. We've been having, but I know. So when we launched the campaign, we really didn't have any money. So we had to buy materials for a lot of stuff. If you order like just your items, like individually, it'll come quickly. But if you order the 10 for 10, it's like, it's a pre-order. And so I think some people don't know that. And so it says it there. It has ship dates there. But I think
it does.
But I think some people are.
They missing it. Yeah, I did. But I read a lot too. So.
How are you though? How are you celebrating your birthday?
So I went skating yesterday. So that was
at the rink.
I did.
Oh, very nice.
I went skating yesterday. Tonight we're going out to dinner. The hubby's gonna take me out, and then he's inviting a few friends to come and have dinner and fellowship. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And then we're this week we're going dancing. And so my year this year was about movement. Every chance I can move, I'm gonna move. Just move, Larvetta. At 53, it's real. So,
Larvetta, you're 53.
I am 53 today, honey.
Girl, you look so good. I had no idea.
Thank you.
I was gonna say, was it your 40th?
No, I can take that. I'll take that. I'm 40 again. I am. I'm 40 again. Somewhere. That's how I look at it.
I didn't know you were 53. Wow.
I am 53. And here's the crazy thing.
You look so youthful.
Well, thank you. And I will say this. I always say that part of my youth, I have always had, my parents were youthful. Like they did all the things. My daddy did all the things, partied all the things. And I feel like I watched that and I was like, that's going to be me. And that's what I stay youthful, right? Stay in this place of positivity. I stay grounded. I stay in all the things that they say do, I do. Okay.
And it's not just your face, like your energy is youthful also,
I appreciate that.
It feels light. It doesn't feel heavy, which is good. And I know that's, it's funny too, because maintaining light energy is not easy,
It's not. In fact, my pastor said next year, let it be light. And that is my mission, is to have light, more light years than heavy years. And I agree with you. It's truly about energy and just reminding myself that I don't want to be able to impact. Like I don't want the wrong people in my space, That's important. I know I hear it before that. You hear it? So I know we're live, guys, and I just want you all to know that this is a special show because today is my birthday. And I told the team that I wanted to do a birthday show. I've never done it, so bear with me. Please give us grace. I've never done a birthday show, but I said, let me pull myself together, put on my red lipstick, Black brand, and come together with business owners who make an impact in the world, who've shifted narratives, who've allowed for us to go into the shelf to see ourselves. And one of them you all heard from, they have 12 jobs they need to protect. And so for you, Kim, and
I'm hearing the feedback too. Kim, okay. Is that hi, Kim? Can you, because I'm hearing it through your speakers.
It's me?
Yes.
Oh, so what do I need to do?
You're using your speakers to hear Larvetta, right? So
you're gonna put on some headphones?
I would need you to do that because that will kill the echo.
Oh,
I have to go get them. Is that okay?
Perfectly fine. You
That's
have
fine.
5 seconds.
Okay, let me turn on my video for just a second.
Okay. So while I wait for Kim, what I want to do right now, while we wait for Kim, is an opportunity for me to really talk about the state of Black businesses. So right now, we understand that more and more Black women have been pushed out of corporate America, and they are starting their businesses and building impact. So what I want to say is we have to understand that we still need leaders in roles to bring businesses into the ecosystem, into portals. That is important because in order for us to do what we do, we need to have what? More clients, more funding, more businesses, all of these things. So it's important that we stay consistent with supporting Black businesses in every, right? So I wanted to bring that part up. The other thing I want to talk about is holiday dollars. When we talk about the holidays, there's 3 things that you should ask yourself. One is when I shop, whether that's in the small business space, ask yourself, go to businesses where you see young people. Because what I'm about to give you is a stat that I learned on ADP. I run a marketing communications media firm. ADP is our payroll provider. And they gave us a stat that right now, 50% of the world is in the gig economy. By 2027, it will be 90%. So when you think about gig economy, you think about all things that don't provide, let's just say, stability in a word. But you have 4 of them. So it does create financial security, but it doesn't have the mundane of doing the same thing at the same place over and over again. And what we also have to understand is that right there has been a blessing, right? And there's been times where it hasn't been a blessing. And what I say is it keeps us stagnant. It doesn't allow us to push. It keeps us insular. And so the impact that we get to have, Kim is joining us back. And so we're going to test for her. The impact of that hurts us. And so when we think about our holiday dollars, what I want you to do is ask the businesses, do you hire young people from the community? Have you been able to mentor them? Do you source out, for products that are outside of your norm, whether that's, Black, brown, whatever it is? Start to ask those questions with those businesses. And that's how you can spend the money. And then what you get to be able to do is share that with your friends and family that you picked up this gift from a business that supports X, that does this, that hires young people, that hires people that may suffer from some level of a mental health issue, a disability that's not a visibility, that's not visible. Those things make us make more purchases. And so we have to now ask more questions, be curious about these businesses so that we can see that the dollar is working. We know what it is, but what I'm learning to do is let's talk in the future. We will have trillions of dollars impacting in our communities. I'm done talking about the past. I'm talking about what we can do right now to see our dollars be impactful. So Kim, we want to test your audio. I always want to hear you. Kim, are you there?
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes,
Testing.
we are good.
Yep.
Perfect, great, thank you.
We're perfect. So my next guest, she has been on our show. As I mentioned to you all, we've had over 130 people be guests on our podcast. We made it because we felt that as a PR professional, 1 out of 3 professionals ever receive any PR. So why not create a platform where they can share their story, where they started, what's their why, so that when we make purchases, we're connected to these businesses, right? So while Kim has been on the show, Kim has a special offer that we need to support her on. As I mentioned to you, and I'm going to run it to Kim, how many people currently do you employ?
Well, we have about 20 employees, a mix of contractors and full-time employment, but about 20 folks.
So 20 people. 20 people? Is it about 20 people that you have to pay on a monthly basis, whether that's monthly, weekly, whatever it is, you have to pay 20 people that. Okay. So we've got 20 people that rely on Curl Mix for services, meaning that they are providing her with the help that she needs to be able to push that thing, whether that's your son, daughter, niece, auntie, grandma, grandfather, whatever it is, that's what she's pushing, right? So knowing that if you don't know about Curl Mix, go to her story in the episode. This is not here to run that story. Why she's here is that she is being impacted with closing her doors. So there's 20 people that won't be able to have that paycheck. So I need you all to sit with that. That's 20 people. 20 people that might look like you, 20 people that may work with you, may look like the people you work with. It may look like a friend, whatever it is, it's still 20 people, 20 humans that are greatly impacted. And so she is asking for our support to save Curl Mix. Curl Mix is housed here still in Chicago, right, Kim? Still here in Chicago. Yep. It's housed in Chicago. Do you manufacture in Chicago?
Yes, we actually manufacture in one of the old Softsheen buildings on the south side of Chicago, around 87th and Cottage.
Do you use China products? Do you use
no,
anything?
I mean, we order raw. No, nothing's made in China. Everything is made on the south side of Chicago.
Okay, so that's important for you all to understand. Like, it's not in a plant in China and shipped here. So that's important for us to be able to do. When you think about, like, do you think about chemists? Are you still employing chemists? Are those still part of your team, or you've kind of passed that? You're good.
No, we hired a chemist to help us get our first, 100 or so formulas. But now we have a quality control element to our business, so we don't have a chemist in house anymore.
Good. That's good. That's good. That means that you've made the impact. So let's talk about how much money do we need to raise to keep the doors open to protect 20 people's jobs.
So we needed about 20,000 orders within a span of 60 days. We're on day 45, I want to say. And we've generated somewhere between 12 and 13,000 orders. We need another 7,000 before December 31st to keep our doors open. So we're close, but we're not done. If it stopped today, we'd have to close. We definitely need the additional 7,000 orders.
Okay. So what I need you all to do to my production team, run that at the ticker where people need to go to purchase, to get. So I will say so let me say this. I'm a Curl Mix fan. So not only has she been on my show, I've bought her products. I've bought her products on Amazon, and I've brought them outside of Amazon. And I just bought 3 products, which I absolutely love. That leave-in conditioner. I got it on right now. That's it's the sensitive one. I can't remember what's in it, but it's like green and white. I don't know what it is, but I love the
free.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love it. So literally what I'm asking for Curl from your side of the fence, Kim, can you tell me why we need to support you right now? And it's okay to be vulnerable.
No, thank you. I appreciate that. And I don't know if we realize this, but every place we spend $1 is a vote for what we want to see. Every place we spend $1. If you're spending your dollars at Minimum Coffee or Starbucks, if you're spending your dollars at Curl Mix, or if you're spending them on VO5, you know what I mean, or Tresemme. Like, it's $1 to keep that brand in business, because the retailer will purchase more from that brand and have them on the shelf. Or if you're spending with Curl Mix, we're able to employ Black folks in the community and keep our business here. It's just wherever you spend your dollar is a vote for the world you want to live in. I think that's always important to know. Secondly, Black people are the biggest employers of Black people. So, it's like, if we want to continue when we start this campaign, we had, I want to say, 14 or so people in total. But since it kind of took off, we were able to add about 5 to 6 jobs in our warehouse. And
that's awesome.
Thank you. And it's like, we want to be able to keep those jobs, you know?
Yep.
And so like right now they're seasonal, but if we continue to stay at scale post campaign, those jobs will be full time. And we're not hiring people for $10 an hour. You know what I mean? Like we're paying them living wages, you know, starting at $17, $18 an hour. And then, you know, our more skilled positions are 25. And then eventually people move into benefits, and we offer benefits for our longtime employees. So, you know, healthcare, vision, dental, maternity leave. These are things that like, it's very hard for a small business to be able to provide. But we make sure that our profits go to our people first. And before, you know, they're going to a high level salary for me or my executive team. You know, we function a lot like a Ben and Jerry's. And if many of you guys know their story, they're very socially responsible. And they didn't start by donating, you know, millions in the early stages. They started by making sure they were employing people and paying them living wages and giving them good benefits and putting salary caps on their executive employees and making sure they're not being, you know, there's no greed involved. And then as they, you know, scaled to 10, 20 million in revenue, then they were donating millions and hiring underserved workers or team members who maybe had a record or maybe were unhoused or maybe, you know what I mean? Like those things came later. And that's ultimately my vision for ProMix. Because I think ultimately, like, yes, your hair is beautiful and I want it to look great and you're going to get great formulas. But at the end of the day, it's about quality of life for everyone. And that is my mission more than anything else.
One of the things that you said in your interview that I remember that I absolutely love was that your employees, you wanted to create a space where your employees could go out and buy a home someday, right? You just wasn't like coming in, that they would have an opportunity to also flourish, right? Whether that's buying a home, buying a car. And I think that's important, right? That we have to understand that when you take on a job, it allows for you to be able to do the things that you desire to be able to do. And I think when you shared that, I always love that you look beyond, like, you know, we want to see them win too. You want to see your employees win. So I love that you say that the Ben and Jerry's model, because I do think that that's the whole thing, is that it's people centered, right? Less about the product. It's people. It's really seeing people and valuing people for who they are and making sure that they too can be able to establish themselves. However, whatever that looks like, right? If buying a home is their thing, if traveling is their thing, if going that, and I love that you did that, or at least you shared that. And so when we think about
I just wanted to add something to that. My favorite, one of my favorite rap artists is J. Cole, but one of my favorite lyrics of his is, he's like, "That's why I can't quit. What good is first class if my homies can't sit?" And I like, there's no other point to this to me than like, if I can't win, I don't want to be the only one winning. We need to all win, you know?
So it's funny that you say, I'm glad you brought up music. So today's my birthday, y'all. So today I have a playlist. That's my playlist. It's my positive music playlist. So one of my songs is Boss with Beyonce and Jay-Z. If all your friends are broke and you're the only, only one that's broke, except the only person that's broke is you, that's a problem. So you can't be in a room with people and you're the one that's like, yeah, I'm winning, but everybody in my crew is broke. No.
Exactly. You can't be the only one that's rich. Exactly.
Right. So what we're saying is that, and I love that. And one of the things that she said, there's going to be a lot of brown turn on Forbes list. And the reason why I say that it was important for me is that I'm no longer living in the past. When I hear that song, she was like, my great grandkids is rich. Like that's the stuff, that's the impact that she's creating and they're creating together. And I think that that's the thing that we also are missing, Kim, is that your kids get to eat off a Curl Mix because of the impact that you've been able to create, to be able to create jobs. And I think what we make the mistake, and I say we are here to support you, so I need us to people to know what they get to be able to support. But the one thing that I need you all to understand is when we build businesses, we build legacies for them to live on without to have the found. That is the purpose. Nobody got in business for it to be that. And we could say some businesses, you know, the person dies, the business goes. That's not what we're living today. Like my today as a present person today, I made a decision today that I'm going to speak into myself for the future. We spend a lot of time in the past where Black businesses suffer, they struggle. Okay, we know that. So how do we change that? How do we fix that? How do we turn that around? You know how we turn that around? We support Curl Mix. We support to keep those 20 jobs protected. She said that they had 12 jobs originally, but because of the momentum and the outpour of love, she was able to literally hire more people as a result of that. What does that do? That creates an ecosystem for more people. People still need jobs. So again, Black businesses are the largest employers of Black people, which is why we created this podcast. And this is why Kim has been on the show. So curlmix.com, you can buy their 10 for 10. Is that what it is? 10 products for $10. You can buy any product, right? Because I bought the products I love. So I bought what I love. I didn't have enough shelving space to do 10. So I said, let's do that. So that was mine. Full disclosure. I didn't have enough shelving space. I was like, well, so let me get.
No, look, Loretta, and I love it. Just buy the 3 you need. That was a higher margin for us. I'm grateful. I don't mind.
You like Loretta, it was cool. It's a higher margin. So you don't, but what she did do was have the 10 for 10 to build momentum, to build impact. So go to curlmix.com, support. She's from literally, they are on the south side of Chicago. Let's make an impact. So what that means is take this episode, share it with a friend. We've got literally 10 more days before Christmas. So there's 2 things you can do. You may not get your product before 10. So here's what you do. You do a printout. This is what I got from my cousin. This is what I got from my mom. But you get to be able to create a story. I am helping to save Curl Mix and help jobs be protected. That's what you say to your family. That's what we need to do. We have to own this. We can't keep putting this on the businesses. It is our responsibility as people to be able to support these businesses that have supported us and created a narrative where we can have a product that looks like us, that feels like us, that speaks to us. It's really understanding that. And I don't think that we understand that there is blood, sweat, and tears when you have to ask. When you have to ask and get on here, I know how draining it is, Kim. I know it. And so we just said here, as a platform that I run, that is my media cabinet, we don't get no money from doing this. We put all our money into investing. And I'm asking for people to support us, to be other investors of businesses that need that. So Kim, as I close and we tell people, please, my responsibility is to get this out. My other responsibility is for business to share our podcast, to share the impact we're doing, to be responsible, to say this was a platform that I could just come on and say, hey, I need your help. That's what we need. And so we need that to be able to carry on. So Kim, any final words as we close out?
Just thank you for having me. And I'm grateful to anyone who's able to do anything. If you're like, I don't want to buy any product, I'm bald, you can go to the website and donate also. There's a donate button at the top of the landing page. But I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for my community has been really showing up for me. And I'm grateful for anyone who visits our website, curlmix.com. Just thank you. There's so much gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's get her to 20,000, guys. We can do this. Let's get it to 20,000. Kim, thank you for saying yes. Thank you that I got my products, because I'm really excited about my products. And I'm here to see you win. Keep winning, my sister. Keep winning.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
I love you. Thank you. So, guys, I'm going to say this as I close out. This episode is special to me. It was an episode that I created and said, hey, let's do this for birthday. I don't know that I'll do this again, but just know that I wanted to come and just give myself. I want to say this. The other thing as we close this December month, be intentional with supporting Black businesses. Be intentional with asking questions. Be intentional with supporting Black businesses. Be intentional with asking those local businesses, how many people do they employ? How often do they employ? Start asking these questions. Find the stories of these individuals that are working at these businesses. How can we support them? How else we can do and invest in them? They need our support. The rising cost of insurance, the rising cost of packaging, it is getting very, very expensive. And so we need the support of our communities to be able to keep these doors open. I am a firm believer that, yes, we spend a lot in Black communities, but I am hopeful, I am inspired that that will shift, that our monies and our dollars will be by our own. I know what I do. I know that I am intentional. I know that I travel further to be able to make a purchase that's led by a Black founder. I am intentional. So I know that my dollars eventually will get to be able to be circulated more than it's ever been. I'm not worried about others. I worry about myself and make sure that I'm making that responsibility and I'm responsible for that. So I'm asking you to be responsible to be able to support streaming platforms that are run by Black people. There are various things that we can do as a people to be able to advance where we are today. We've had blackouts. So what I ask right now is that you make a choice and make a commitment to going Black this holiday season. When I say going Black, is that allows for people to not be in the red. When you think about Black, that means that there is revenue, that there is surplus, that there is growth. So going Black is a term that doesn't just necessarily mean that we're saying Black businesses. It means going Black means that you're going to be intentional and making sure that somebody doesn't go in the red, that their doors are not going to be closed, that their businesses and those jobs will not be available, that they will be protected. So it's important that we look at that and going Black. So I challenge every person that listens, every person that watches this, that you make a commitment to yourself of going Black this holiday season, this upcoming year, so that we are not in the red, so that we are not going to have job loss, that we're not going to have our mental won't be impacted, because, running a business also impacts that there's going to be an overabundance and surplus available to us to be able to employ, to be able to highlight our staff, to do all the things that we want to do in the world. So thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the support you give. Thank you for loving on me today by saying happy birthday. Thank you for just riding with me today and making sure that we don't ever go silent in this world, that we stand up for each other. So thank you. Thank you for helping me celebrate what I love to do, and that is to see us win. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, I don't want anything. I just want you to share this episode. And when I say I don't want anything, I don't want anything that you have to purchase from me. What I do want from you is for you to share this episode, for you to go support a friend that has a small business. I want you to be able to support the businesses that are struggling, to be able to get them to the other side. That is my desire. That is my prayer. That is my hope. And that is my desire. So just join me on my birthday to allow this 53 years of life to be able to see 53 more years to be able to make an impact and go Black. Love you all. And I'll see you next week for another episode of Black Businesses Matter.